The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
Rabbi Yehoshua says in his Visions of Greatness in Volume 8, page 89, the following amazing story. He said that there was an Avrech Kollel living in Brooklyn. This person, every month, more or less, was able to get by. Every month was a struggle. Chasdei Hashem, everything was able to work out. 1 month, it didn't work out. Something was out of whack. Long story short, he couldn't pay the bills for certain items. So, lo aleinu v'lo alechem, no one should ever have this feeling. Some of the utility companies came to him and said, listen, if you're not going to pay your bill, we're going to shut you off. This is serious. You need to pay your bill. I don't have any money. I don't have kesef. What can I do? Well, you get kesef. You get the money. And then, it's not our problem. You need to pay us. You have utilities. You need to pay for them. And unfortunately, one of the things that he was late in his payment for was his water bill. So he had a second warning from the water company. They told him, listen, if you don't pay in full, within the next few days, we're going to shut off your water. Vayiyayom, he did not have the money. Boom, water shut off. No one should ever get that feeling. You can't do laundry. You can't take a shower. You can't wash dishes. I mean, there's so many things that you can't do. How do you function? He was able to get the money, paid it back, but for the day or two that he did not have water, it was not a pleasant situation in his home at all. Very embarrassing. This Avrech Kollel was one day learning near his window, and suddenly he looks up and he sees there's a big van pulling up right next to his house. New York State Water Utility or something. He's like, oh my gosh, what are they doing here? And he sees these two big burly men come out. They walk with one of those machines that read the meter of the water meter. And one of them turns to him and goes, hey, Frankie, okay, we're going to have to shut this off. He heard them say that. So without thinking twice, he runs out of his house. He goes, excuse me, gentlemen, what are you doing? He says, hey, it's none of your business what we do. Get out of here. New Yorkers, right? Get out of here. What are you doing here? Get out of here. He goes, hey, no, excuse me, no. He's my neighbor. I just want to know. What is it? None of your business. Go back to your house. What are you doing over here? Get out of here. So with that, he runs into his house. He grabs a few stray dollar bills of cash that he has, a few valuables that he has. He runs outside. He says, listen, I'm begging you, please do not cut off this person's water. He'll pay you back. But you know what? He won't pay you back. I'll pay you. Tell me how much he owes. I'll pay the full bill. I have a few things here. Tell me how much it is, and let's barter right now. Leave him alone. The two workers look at each other, their mouths drop open. You're going to pay for this guy? Does he know you're doing this? No, he doesn't know I'm doing this. So why would you do it? He says, because I know what it's like not to have water. Please, I'm begging you, just please, don't turn off his water. One of the workers there, Frankie, he had like a certain religious symbol on his necklace, pulls and goes, oh man, and he starts throwing it on the floor and stomping it. He says, this is my religion. Look at these Jews. They're sticking up for one another. This person's coming over and he wants to help his neighbor because his neighbor doesn't even know that he's helping him. And he's coming over to help him to pay his bill. He's giving from his own valuables, his own money. He doesn't even know. This is amazing. The Jewish people are an amazing people. I said, Rabbi, you don't understand. We're not cutting off the water because he hasn't paid his bill. We're cutting off his water because we have to do some testing here on one of the lines. And we need to shut off his water for a few hours. That's all. He goes, oh, okay. And with that he went back to his... But the workers were so blown away by that. The reason why the story became famous is because they knocked on the door of this man, who the water they were cutting off, and let him know, sir, we're going to be cutting off your water. By the way, you have a real righteous neighbor. Like, what are you talking about? And they told him the whole story. He couldn't believe it. If the workers never said anything to him, he would never have known what a tzaddik he has right next to him. And even these workers understood what a tzaddik this person is.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org